Last time on Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
What is it with everyone in this town dry humping the air? Because, what is going on?
How many frames should we have for the idle animations? Yes, 2 is fine.
I should be like, no, none.
Why not kill some time with a puzzle?
and then Layton just starts trembling like, yes.
Oh no,
yes.
Professor, calm down.
Yeah. Through me.
Yes! Yes! Oh, hey, it's the face that Pete makes whenever we make a pun.
It's true. Oh, his name is. I don't get. Tugget.
Oh!
This is it. He's about to appear. This is the moment I've been waiting for ever since I began queuing this morning.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Where are they? Which way did they go?
Captain, we seem to have lost them.
What? They must still be here somewhere. Find them! There's no possible way we could discover where they are!
Hang on a minute. Is that guy got a giant hat?
Is that a floating hat over there?
No, it can't be him. He wasn't a floating hat. It was a person wearing a hat. That definitely wasn't them.
It's a really good show that Luke is exactly tall enough to be at the same level as the box.
Yeah.
Welcome! What?
Oh my God!
Our bakery uses only the finest ingredients. Upper crust goods for not much dough.
Oh my God, this is brilliant!
That welcome, though. Oh my God.
Oh, this is amazing. Luke's face!
Talented and highly enthusiastic, it seems.
You won't have any objection to our prices.
He's needing.
He's just like, push.
He's so used to hitting the desk. Just.
That baker, he's quite a character, isn't he, Professor?
Yes.
Someone should really make a video game about it.
Yeah, but Luke, Professor wouldn't know anything about video games coming from like 1970s England.
1970s? I thought it was 1900s England at one point.
So it's like, perhaps
Or 1800s.
It'd be like, oh yes, perhaps something for the Game Boy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays Professor Layton TM versus Phoenix Wright TM, Ace Attorney TM, 2014, copyright Level 5, Inc., copyright Capcom Co. Limited 2014, where we play the games and do the voices. I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Sarah. I'm very exhausted from that introduction.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even have to say it, and I feel exhausted too.
Nice.
Nice.
And just before we get started, if you do like what we do, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell to receive notifications about when we post our content on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okie dokie. So we're in Espella's room, and
Gas, the impropriety.
She finally stopped talking. I thought a girl's room was supposed to be a space of bittersweet secrets.
Sweet secrets, yes.
Yes, and you don't on sort of the first date. You don't get straight to third base.
Well, that's it.
My goodness.
I'll have you know, madam, that a gentleman always gets to third base first time.
My goodness, Mr. Layton.
Well, you know, apparently he has quite the way with the ladies. Come on, there's one.
His hat's not the only thing that's big.
Flipping.
You know what they say, tall top hat means
Big head.
very attentive listener.
Yes, he's obviously, big head, large brain.
Our roof windows make this room very bright.
That was
I've
not
clicked
what we
on
clicked
the
on.
chest.
It is a very pleasant room. It is a very pleasant room. You can see the blue sky through the windows in the roof.
Aunt Patty chose this room for me.
Okay, very nice, wonderful.
Thick volumes are lined up on the shelf.
Labyrinthian books. Interesting. I would like to read some when we have time. You think they'll all be like blank pages or something?
Maybe.
They're all very thick. It would take you some time to read them, Professor.
Well, you know what they say. I'm actually a very fast reader.
I like reading before going to sleep. I've read these books many times.
Picture books.
See, now, I keep telling myself, Taylor, one of these days, you should really get in the habit of, reading a book before bed because it's proven to help you fall asleep faster and, to kind of help engage your brain. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. And then staring at the phone until 5 minutes and then I just pass out.
Yeah.
Jars with jam, perhaps? They all have vibrant colors. That's jelly for you Americans. Just in case.
What?
They look scrumptious.
I am sure this jam would be even more delicious on Mrs. Eclair's freshly baked bread.
Buns.
I was going to resist doing that.
Well, I did it for you.
I made all this jam myself. You can try some if you want.
You're quite talented, Miss Espella. Okay, all right. Well, now, hang on. Do we click on the cat first or Espella first? I want to click on the brightly coloured parrot, but Espella's directly in front of it, so... Cat or Espella?
Kitty.
Cat.
Kitty cat.
Kitty.
Alrighty.
Meow.
Alright.
I did it.
Oh, you did it before. There we go.
So Espella has a pet cat. Its name is Eve, huh?
A finely groomed black cat, I must say. I'm sure Espella takes excellent care of it.
It looks a bit like one of the witches.
I was just about to say the purple colour.
Yeah.
Like its fur is kind of purpley. It's got
looks a
the
bit
purple
sus.
scarf, and of course the witches. They have the thing with the big eye. I mean, I don't know, it's like a cat's eye, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we're push.
Yeah,
Might be a bit of a stretch, but
Yeah.
everyone's a witch. Everything's a witch.
Everything's a witch.
That book cupboard, a witch. The books, witches. The bed, witch.
The jug of milk, believe it or not, also a witch.
Oh, they are very cunning.
It's such a cute cat. Oh, so well behaved and clever too. Oh, thank you. Eve is a real friend. Not you, though. You're not real.
Oof.
Meow. Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
We've been here the entire time. What do you mean? You've been standing in the window. Oh, you mean while you were staring? Oh, you mean while you were staring into space, waiting for us to speak to you? I think we kept you waiting.
Mr. Layton, you wanted to ask me something, didn't you? What was it you wanted to know?
Oh, now I've completely forgot.
It has been a few
Well,
minutes.
There are a few things. Perhaps I'd better ask them one at a time. Slowly, over the next hour. It may take a little while, if you can spare the time.
Yes, of course. Anything I can do to help.
See, it's funny, with him saying it like that, it does make me think, is the game going to fade out and we're going to, look at something else for a bit?
Maybe.
I have to imagine so.
Thank you, Espella. Well then, first off...
And then we go downstairs to Nick and Maya.
Oh.
What I want to ask Espella about is... look at this! I wasn't expecting this.
Hit the microphone with my phone.
So, do we want to, after we were separated, or Espella's memories? I feel like we just go one at a time. Just
Yeah.
we just...
Press everything!
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Could you tell us again about what happened? Wait, sorry. Could you tell us again what happened? Between the time that we were separated in London and your returning to Labyrinthia. You said you can't clearly recall what happened to you. Is that right?
No, I can. When I came to, I was back here in Labyrinthia.
Good job, Sarah.
What? With the can't.
Yeah.
You did it. Yeah.
I faulted so I said it wrong, didn't I?
No. Yeah.
I can remember everything up until I boarded that cargo ship. But after that, I just can't seem to remember how I got back here.
The strange noise.
Now I'm appreciating the moral support.
You can do it.
It seems the townsfolk didn't even notice that I'd been away.
What we'll do is, if you do it wrong, we'll go like that. No,
Oh yeah, give me a complex. That'd be nice.
I'm sorry. I'm only kidding. I know that was mean. I wouldn't do that.
Makes what's supposed to be a joke that immediately makes Sarah feel self-conscious. Everyone give a hand to Pete.
It's okay. I know you were joking.
I was joking.
I know you were. Don't worry.
I almost thought the whole thing must have been a dream. Until the two of you appeared here in Labyrinthia. It seems I wasn't dreaming after all.
Yes, indeed. It all really did happen. You came to my office, my squatting parlor,
Squatting pal.
and then the witch came after. And then the witch came for you. Came for you.
So does that mean that the witch brought Espella back to Labyrinthia?
I don't know, Luke.
Well, I suppose so. But why was I in London in the first place? Eh? Why did
Yeah, who'd go to London? Ugh.
Why did I meet you two gentlemen? And why was the witch after me? I just can't seem to remember why. Espella, you and Carmine were running away from the witches, weren't you?
Who?
Carmine?
There we go. Do you mean to say that you don't remember being in London with Carmine?
I should hope that woman has sacrificed myself for would at least
Oh no! I have life-changing injuries I will never recover from.
The doctor said I would never walk again, but it will all be worth it as long as she is able to live a happy life and to perhaps remember the kindness that I have done for her.
And relay my message. My vital message.
Carmine took you with him and tried to escape from this town. Carmine took me with him and tried to escape?
That's what I said.
I'm sorry. I do have a vague memory of Carmine, but why was I in London? I just can't seem to remember.
All right then.
Also, 10 out of 10, Sarah. No, you did the can't perfectly each time.
Yeah, it was very good.
Well done.
Thank you.
Your American is improving.
My American.
Well, that is what you're doing, isn't it? Do you remember this letter, Espella?
He flips it around, it's just the letter A.
It's like
letter?
It's like a playing card. It's just like
and it's like, oh, very good. How about this one? And then it's just B.
B.
B, C.
It's just got this deck of cards. We'll go through every single one.
Now, Espella, is this your card?
A letter?
Yes. Carmine gave you this letter and instructed you to bring it to me. You followed his advice and brought it to me in my office, not
My
squatting
office.
parlor. Not my squatting hole. My office.
Squatting hole.
In the conservatory I broke into. I mean, my office.
That letter. Could I take a closer look at it?
It was a very well-furnished conservatory, Taylor. Yes, of course. Of course. Do you remember Do you remember anything?
I don't remember the letter, but this writing does look somewhat familiar. I do have a feeling that there was someone there next to me.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
She's remembering.
Espella, are you all right?
She's starting to morb.
Morb. It's morbid time.
Morbid. Yeah.
God's sake.
I think I remember. I remember Carmine.
Also, good on you, Pete. I wasn't sure if you were going to know that meme.
What, the morbid time meme? That was everywhere
Yeah,
for
it
like
was.
it was everywhere for like a week and then died the death. As soon as Jared Leto got in on it, everyone was like, yeah, no.
No, you killed it now. You killed it, mate.
You hilarious weirdo.
It actually cropped up in the office at work the other day because Jared Leto was on, like, doing an interview on the radio.
Was he?
Yeah, and one of my co-workers is just like, it's morbid time. I'm like, we get it.
How unfortunate for the radio host.
I know. Anyway.
Really?
Oh, when they said they were sending a joker, I didn't realize they meant
That.
And I did say to myself, I thought, well, Heath Ledger's dead, so who could I suppose it'll be Joaquin Phoenix? Perhaps it would be
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin, sorry. Joaquin, what the frickin' hell am I saying?
Joaquin.
God.
Joaquin.
Not Mark Hamill. You don't say Mark Hamill.
Well,
Mark Hamill.
Yep, see, I wasn't a massive animated Batman fan. Like, I did watch it a bit as a kid, but like nowadays I kind of forget that I forget.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like, now that you've reminded me of it, oh yeah, I used to watch it a hell of a lot when I was a kid. But if you asked me, like, oh, Pete, what cartoons did you watch when you were a kid? I wouldn't have said Batman, even though I did a lot. Not because I don't like it, I just completely forgot.
There's just certain ones that stay with you, I guess, like more prominent than others. And
which is stupid because if I would say something like Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Ed and Eddie, like all the Cartoon Network
Oh
stuff,
my God,
right?
we really did grow up in the golden age of cartoons.
We did.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah,
Cow and Chicken.
but I wouldn't remember Batman. How weird, right? What about Biker Mice from Mars? Anyone remember that? That was a random weird one.
I think I saw a couple of episodes of it. But that's about it.
What about Megas XLR?
Don't know that
Is that
one.
a camera?
Anyway, steering the train back on the tracks.
Yes, we went down the nostalgia trail there.
Sorry, viewers.
Showing her age.
You're right. I do know him. I definitely know Carmine. Carmine was here in this town. In fact, he was in this very shop.
In this shop, Espella?
But according to the townsfolk, they've never even heard of him.
We haven't asked it. Oh, yes, we have.
Yes.
Silly me.
Yes, that's right. What they say contradicts what I remember.
I was going
Did someone say contradiction? I'm really excited about that word for some reason.
Nick, calm down!
Do you mind? It's very rude to be eavesdropping.
That's why I'm finding it so difficult to trust my own memories.
Please, don't let that deter you. We'd be grateful to hear what you know. What I want to ask Espella about is
there's more.
what she can I can use just the D-pad. Okay. What she can recall. Please, do let us know what you can recall.
According to my memory, Carmine was working here in this bakery.
Eh?
But there are already 2 workers in the shop, right? Mr. Wright and Maya. Those 2 have also been working here making bread for some time now. Or at least, I'm quite sure that must be the case.
You what, mate? Something seems a bit fishy round here, guys, and it's not the bread. Because that'd be weird. Fishy bread? Who the flip has fishy bread?
Anchovy bread.
Mrs. Leclerc and anyone else around here would soon tell you so. That's why I put no faith in my memory.
This difference in perception is certainly intriguing. And the fact that Carmine worked here has me somewhat curious.
Do you think all the townsfolk could just be pretending not to know? I mean, maybe Carmine really was here and they're acting like they don't remember. After all, he did mention that in the letter he wrote. That he'd escaped from Labyrinthia. How about we go and ask a few people around the town?
No, Luke. I don't think that's a good idea.
Where are those suspicious 2 people?
As you are no doubt well aware by now, a single word out of place can be enough to bring in the knights against us.
Not only that, I really cannot believe that Mrs. Leclerc would pretend not to know him. She's always so straight with people. She's never two-faced.
Unless they say
So that-
something out of place about the bread. And then it's
So-
like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
I feel like the one thing we can then be certain of is that she actually is two-faced.
Well, it's not. It's not being said by what's her name? In Great Ace Attorney. I've ruined it.
What?
The girl who was with the fireworks.
Venus.
Venus. I was thinking Violet, but yeah, I knew it began with a V. Yeah,
Venus.
it's not her. She always lies.
Well,
That was a terrible joke. Sorry. I'll refrain from doing jokes
the,
from now
the
on.
best jokes have to be explained. We've gone through
Right.
this.
I see.
Perhaps, Luke, we should be thankful that she took care of him. And by took care of him, I don't mean got him killed.
Oh, yes, you're right. Of course, Professor.
By the way, in that letter, Carmine claimed that this town held a mysterious secret. He implied that he wanted me to solve Labyrinthia's mystery, which, as you can imagine, as a puzzle not addict connoisseur,
Addict.
I was very
I can stop
excited.
solving puzzles anytime I wish, Luke.
Although, pass
Oh,
me that Rubik's Cube.
Although, Professor, here's a fresh new puzzle for you.
Nope, I'm not going to fall for it. Not
I've
this
got
time.
two
I'm not
fresh
Nope,
puzzles.
nope, Stephanie.
Three,
Okay.
4.
Okay, give him here. Give him here. Okay, give him here. Yes, give. He implied that he wanted me to solve Labyrinthea's mystery. Do you have any idea what that mystery could be?
Well, if she knew, it wouldn't be much of a mystery, would it, Herschel?
Oh, we're on a first name basis, aren't we? now?
Labyrinthea's mystery? I'm sorry, but I never even suspected that this town holds any secrets.
Then,
Oh, you haven't checked enough of the bags, then. There are coins scattered all around.
then what might it have been? What might it have been that Carmine was investigating?
What was Carmine investigating?
Yes, repeating my question back to me is not actually an answer.
I think I might know what that could be.
Huh?
At one time, Carmine asked me this. Why is it that whatever is written by the storyteller,
Teller. Oh dear.
storyteller in Historia Labyrinthia always becomes fact? If that puzzle can be solved, then we will unravel the mystery of Labyrinthia, he said. So Carmine didn't believe that what's written must always come true either. Well, I'm not sure, but what? It's only natural that what's written in that book must come true. And it's hard for me to believe that both you and Carmine could doubt this. Well, speaking for myself, I can't just believe it so easily.
Nevertheless, to the people of Labyrinthia, it appears to be a matter of common sense. Which is why those knights treated us with such suspicion.
That's true, but are you saying that in your London, there's no story?
Well, I mean, I suppose you could describe the history of London as some kind of story, but it's not being given out as we go. It's
Yes,
the
like the
past.
story of COVID, which was mostly a tragedy.
Eesh.
I have no idea what a COVID is. It's
Or the story that Boris Johnson told about the party he was at.
I don't know. I'm
Those
afraid.
parties that were not true.
I'm afraid I don't know what a Boris Johnson is. Is it like? Is it some sort of like baby oil?
Oh, I would not want to rub that on me.
I was referring.
Rub yourself up against Boris Johnson. Oh, yes.
I was referring to Johnson's.
Yes,
but,
I
like,
know.
That just got really twisted. Anyway. Well,
Pete's on fire with the humor today.
I know, and I said that I wasn't going to do anymore, didn't I? And I immediately went back. Right.
He's got baby oil on the brain, I suppose.
You shut up. I don't need that kind of implication. Well, there are certainly none that come true, as the Historia Labyrinthia does.
I don't know, you ever seen Idiocracy? That's coming true.
In the world as we know it, such a notion is inconceivable.
As I suspected, Carmine is from the same London as you two. So I suppose it makes perfect sense that you should all think in that way.
Incidentally, what action did Carmine take after he came to suspect the story?
Well, Carmine often visited the Great Archive.
The Great Archive. And now that sounds like an interesting place.
Yes, that's where all the volumes of the story are kept.
You mean to say all previous volumes, too?
Yes, every volume of the story so far. All of them.
All 2 of them.
All 2 of them.
I see. In other words, he wanted to confirm the authenticity of the story.
But, Professor, surely he wouldn't be in trouble with the witches just looking at some books.
As I recall, in the letter he sent to me, he wrote, I realized the time. There we go, yeah.
Held a mysterious secret. And decided to get to the bottom of it.
What?
Again, the Dark Souls noise is just really... But before I could, they found me, and then you died.
Sorry, everybody, I've got a mouthful of tea. I believe that was it. Which probably means it wasn't just ordinary books that he was investigating. It's quite likely that the books had something to do with the witches.
So you mean Carmine came close to unraveling Labyrinthia mystery?
I expect so.
And therefore became the witch's target. Is that what you're suggesting?
I think that sums it up quite well, actually. I believe that would be highly probable.
But why did the witches... Espella? Have there been other stories involving witches before this? Yes. There have been many stories about them. All of these stories are also being kept in the Great Archive.
That sounds like that's a place where we need to go, then. Where is the archive? Why is that question?
Yeah.
Stories about the witches are no doubt a source of considerable fear for the townsfolk. So, why is it deemed necessary to keep such stories in the Great Archive? Have you never heard of history, sir? Learning from the past?
Excuse me.
How better to combat something than reading documentation about said something?
It's true.
They are an important source of information for the Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Their prime objective is to capture witches and protect the people of the town.
So, you're saying that in order to fight the witches, it is in... See, it's what I said. It's literally what I said, guys. So you're saying that in order to fight the witches, it is essential to read about them and learn their ways. Perhaps, perhaps not learn their ways. It's like, oh yes, we have the necromancy spell. Well, I suppose I might as well. I might as well.
Oh, Luke, look, I found the Necronomicon.
And here's the puzzle spell.
No, Professor!
Yes, that's right. Stories involving the witches are under the authority of the Order of Knights. And the Order of Knights was established to protect the town of Labyrinthia. The storyteller, the Order of Knights, and the Inquisition, they're the ones who govern this town. The entire fate of Labyrinthia is decided by the Creator, otherwise known as the storyteller. That personage is the weaver of all life in Labyrinthia.
He is the live stream.
This is a live stream.
Yeah.
As one person.
Including the current horrifying story involving the actions of a witch.
And that was when all of the buxom young women rode into town and said, "Mr. Storyteller, you are so handsome."
Let's go to the bedroom.
I created my own harem.
That's it.
See, that's the thing, is it's like, never mind.
You were about to paint a colourful picture. Were you about to divulge certain...
No, I was not. I
Certain
was
traits.
maybe going to speculate on what I would do with such a power, but then I decided not to.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Guys, honestly.
It then falls to the Order of Knights to protect the townsfolk from such events. The knights not only protect the people, but also act as the storyteller's guard. And finally, the Inquisition is responsible for trying the witches in the witches' court.
The witch's court, eh?
Which again is just a lake with weights.
I can't imagine that might be something where a certain defense attorney might be useful.
Who? What? Huh?
Wow, attorney? What's that? I really like that word for some reason.
Nick, calm down.
Calm.
Calm. Man, that is so weird.
Calm.
That is the manner in which this town is managed and order is maintained.
Undoubtedly. It was
Doubted.
Yeah, but you could also say undoubtedly. It's the same word. You go away.
What?
Yeah, undoubtedly. It's undoubtedly.
It is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because I think
It's a weird way of pronouncing
Sherlock
it.
says it, I think.
Yeah.
He says indubitably, not undubitably. I'm like, what?
I don't know.
I still think you can.
Undubitably, my dear fellow.
I don't know now.
Undoubtedly. It was the order. It was the Order of Knights, keeping peace and during the parade we saw.
That's right. The storyteller holds those parades from time to time. Gives the townsfolk the story that will determine their fate from that time onwards. The story this time involved a witch, which explains why the knights were on such high alert. I wonder what spells will be used in this time. If only we could check in that book.
Just a moment, Espella. What was it you just said? Do you mean to say that there is a book about magic?
Yes, there is. In the Great Archive, it describes all of the spells that provide the witches with their wicked power.
That seems awfully dangerous to just leave lying around.
Yes.
It is a special book, used by the Knights of the Inquisition to aid them in their investigations.
And absolutely not used to learn magic, because they wouldn't be witches.
No.
That sounds like heresy, mate.
That's it. That must have been what Carmine was so interested
Am I
in.
going to become a magical girl?
He was investigating the witch's power and how to become a magical girl. Of course, it's possible that he came upon a secret that he shouldn't have known.
And that's why the witches attacked him.
Indeed, Luke. That may well be the reason. The story, so respected by the people and the witches whom they fear. There could be a certain secret connecting these two in some way.
Well, I think we've gleaned everything.
That's it, indeed. Thank you, Espella. It seems we now know where to begin with our investigation.
So you'll be visiting the Great Archive?
Indubitably, my dear fellow. Yes, indeed. The book about magic that resides there may well provide a valuable clue towards unraveling the mystery of Labyrinthia.
Oh, I get it. He's just using GTA logic, where if you hide somewhere long enough, your notoriety goes down. You can just walk around like a normal town person. It doesn't matter that the knights are looking for him because he's hidden out long enough for his rating to go down.
Well, perhaps we could wear a cloak or something. I'm sure we can find one with a hood big enough to fit my hat.
We'd better get going with our investigation straight away, right, Professor?
Absolutely, Luke. We must solve this puzzle. For Carmine's sake, as well as for our own.
Mr. Layton.
Yes? Yes?
Please take me along with you.
We are currently wanted fugitives. I'm not so sure that's wise. It might put you in more than a little trouble. It is likely that Carmine's investigations are what led him being pursued by witches. And if that's the case, the path we tread may well be fraught with danger.
Fortunately, I have Luke to go ahead of me.
Hey, what? Have you never heard of age before beauty?
Which is why you're going before us, because you've got so much of it ahead of you.
That don't make sense.
You've got so many years to go.
I think
what
you're
you
just talking a load of bullcrap, Professor.
What if I am, my dear boy? What if I am?
You just want to get me killed.
No, absolutely not. I just think you'll be slightly more spry than I would when it comes to running away from the knights. So you can have a head start. And warn me.
Oh, for God's sake. Even so, I really would like to help you.
Then you can help by staying in the house and staying safe.
Talking with you both like this, I too have come to believe that there must be a secret to this town.
That's probably going to get you in a lot of trouble.
I want to help you find the truth.
Well, Espella, I suppose that settles it. From here on in, let's all do our very best to solve this mystery together.
Yes, together. I'm the Professor's apprentice, so if there's anything you need to know, just ask.
Indeed. Luke here is my apprentice, and now you can be his apprentice.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Luke. I'll be sure to do that.
Well then, without any further ado, let us follow in Carmine's footsteps and visit the Great Archive. I'm quite certain that's where the clues are waiting to be found.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh no, the face.
Not you, Eve. I'm afraid you'll have to stay here until I get back.
Oh, you.
Phew.
Oh, where'd you go?
Oh?
Ah, yes. Please have this tracking device.
Yes.
Oh, my pendant. I almost forgot it.
That's a lovely pendant, Espella.
It's very old. I can't even remember how old I was when I started wearing it.
Oh, that's
It's
true.
like at least 30 years old.
Right. Sorry to have kept you. Shall we leave for the Great Archive now?
It's gonna be looking
Again, it's like, sorry to have kept you, and it's like, it
A
really
second.
hasn't
a line
at
of
all.
a line of dialogue. I just like that. Oh, this jewel in the middle of my pendant, so pretty. Wait, that looks like a camera lens. Yes, this jewel, it's so pretty. Wait a moment. It's beeping. Oh, Espella, are you off out somewhere?
Yes. I'm taking Mr. Layton and Luke to see the Great Archive.
Is that so? Well, you might want to hurry. It looks like it might rain at any time. Ah, yes. That reminds me. Could you get me something while you're out? Just on your way back would be fine.
Yes, of course. What can I get for you?
This entire batch of this huge cart of wheat, please.
Cart of wheat.
This cart of 10 tons of wheat. We need it for our bread making, you see. But I can't carry it by myself. But I thought a lovely spry young lass like yourself might be able to carry this huge cart. It'll not. I'm sure it won't take you too long, like all day at all. Some goat's milk from Mary. I forget to get some when I was at the market. Forgot to get some, sorry.
Okay, I'll drop round to Mary's farm on the way back.
Would you? Oh, there's a milk bucket ready round the back.
Milk, you say? Naturally. Our bakery uses only the finest goat's milk for our milk loaf. It's so fluffy and white. It's delicious. Cool, that sounds great.
Let's be...
Guys, have you heard of milk loaf before? Because I haven't.
Milk loaf. I want to say there's milk bread. It's like milk bread.
It's like a water pie.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's...
I think I've seen
Do
it
you
in
not
our
use-
supermarkets.
do
Yeah,
you
it's
not-
like milk loaf,
Do you
milk
not
bread.
use a bit of milk when making... I have no idea, but it wouldn't surprise me. to use milk.
It's like water and butter.
Maybe some.
I mean, I suppose there's no reason you couldn't use milk.
Maybe it's
I think you can.
maybe it's an older, like an old-fashioned thing.
I don't know if in Japan like milk bread is a thing.
I don't
like
know.
More of it.
I honestly don't know.
I have seen a milk loaf though.
Let's be certain to try some later, Luke. I had to not do Patty's voice then.
I'm totally up for that.
Oh, such dears you both are. Right. So, shall we click on the others? It was supposed to be West Country and it's turning into Irish.
The difference between milk bread and other breads. What is milk bread's main difference from traditional bread? The only liquid used in milk bread is milk. In most yeast bread recipes, the liquid is usually water. There are also no eggs in most yeast breads.
There we go.
Interesting. Sorry if I came across as we did see this.
Okay,
Yeah.
please pay it no thought. It's just that sometimes I get carried away when pounding
When
dough.
I'm pounding Maya's dough on the counter.
Wait a minute.
Vic!
Oh no!
What?
I think she's got a puzzle.
So, you two are good at problem solving, are you?
Well,
Are you?
Well, actually, more like puzzle solving than problem solving, really.
Is that so? Well, perhaps you could help me then.
Oh,
Someone came to me for help, and it's a little difficult for me to solve.
Oh, it's a puzzle.
Oh, the face! The face on the side there with the mice.
The Mises.
It's 40 per carats.
It's going to be difficult.
a customer wishes to have their fabric design filled with color. Use the magic stamp to fulfill the customer's request and color in the design. Stamping a previously colored area will cause that colored area to disappear. Slide the stamp around with the stylus and touch the touchscreen to stamp. Use the touchscreen to guide you.
Okay.
Touch the touchscreen below and slide the stylus to move the stamp across the upper screen to stamp blah 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 blah.
Okay. Oh, and we have to stamp the... Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so like this.
And then stamping it again gets rid of it.
Oh, no, this is gonna be annoying. This is gonna be annoying. So, and then, is it like this one? Something. And then there's gonna be...
Let's just randomly stamp.
I didn't mean to do that one. Like that one, and then this one, but then of course we don't want this. Can we rotate the... No, I guess we can't.
I guess go up one.
Oh, hang on, yeah. Like up there,
And again.
and then again. Oh,
I guess we'd have to
I
stamp.
missed... Oh, no. Yeah, oh, dang it, I messed that one up. Oh, no, I'm ruining it. It's all going wrong.
Oh.
Think, Peter, think. Is it that one?
What are you doing?
In fact, what am I doing? It's this one, and then... But we need that top bit again, so... Oh,
Let's say
bloody
that
hell.
I feel like, yeah, the
Hang on. We do
that
this
one would go, yeah.
then this one, and then let's see. We need that. We need this top bit here, though. As what? Oh no, it's the inside. It's there. Yes, kind. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
There we go.
okay.
Okay. It was the perspective made it tricky.
I think I've got it. Yay, I did it.
The perspective on that one made it kind of tricky.
Yeah, and technically, like, it wasn't all coloured in. 'cause
No,
there
it was-
bits that weren't.
Well, no, it sort of was. No, because it was based on the design on the touchscreen.
Oh, I guess I wasn't
That's
paying
what I mean,
attention
yeah.
to that.
wonderful. That is quite the lovely design. Sure. The customer is sure to be pleased.
Well, I never! You've really solved it, haven't you? If you have a puzzle to be solved, you believe me, I will be champing at the bit to do it. You can always rely on us.
Until we run out of hint coins.
We haven't used a single hint coin yet.
No, not yet. Mhm.
What a gentleman! We'll have to bake you something extra special later to show my appreciation.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm already looking forward to it.
No, not you, dear boy. I'd think nice something for your gentleman friend here. Layton's like, I think I'll hard pass. I think I'll take a hard pass.
All right, Maya, it's time to put some buns in the oven.
Nick,
Wait.
I don't think you realize the implication of that statement.
Nick, do you know what you're
Wait,
saying?
what?
You do realize what that means, right?
What? No, I'm just putting these buns in the oven so that they bake.
Right.
This is really cute.
It is cute, isn't it?
This
Aw.
diorama thing. Okay, so out of the shop. And up there?
Oh, hey, look, an exclamation.
I think I know where we need to go, guys.
We probably do. Although we haven't got the hint coins from here, so let's quickly get the
Oh,
hint
no.
coins. I said we'd get them.
Oh,
my
it's
God.
Cecil and Petal again.
Oh, there they are.
There they are.
There's one.
Boink. I'm gonna imagine on the bell tower somewhere.
The bell? A single bell. Hell's in the belfry.
Hell's in the belfry.
Hell's in the belfry.
A single bell. Is that what I said? Okay. This is what I mean. Like, I didn't even know I'd said it. A single bell hangs in the belfry. Perhaps it is sounded on special occasions. I literally had no idea that I'd said it.
Oh, hell's bells.
I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. This is why I'm not a public speaker, everybody. Vote for me. I'll shag everybody. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to say that.
Yes, you did.
I meant to say you can count on me. A single bell hangs in the belfry. Perhaps it is sounded on special occasions.
Well,
See, the problem is, it's like if Sarah and I were public speakers, it's like, we will grasp this problem by the roots and take it out from the...
We'll pound this problem right into next week.
yeah, it just fills in fits of giggles, like on the podium.
Come on, Luke.
That's one huge bell.
End.
That's rude, Professor. I'm
No, it
only 10. I should not be hearing these kind of things. Some knights are standing guard at the entrance.
Wait a minute.
Aren't those the two fugitives over there?
Oh,
No, I
crap,
can't. Oh, I don't
I
think so.
they've seen us, Professor.
I don't think so. They do look a bit weird, it's true. They look a little bit out of place. But I don't... we'll just have to keep an eye on them from over here. But if they wander on over, then maybe we'll go
Oh,
get 'em.
no. They're much uglier than the people we're after.
Oh, damn.
They certainly don't look like protagonists, do they? It can't be them. No, it can't be them. They're not anime enough.
Some knights are standing guard at the entrance. I guess we can't go in.
It is plausible that the guards are there to make sure no one goes to ring the hell without permission.
Ring hell.
To ring hell.
It is forbidden to enter the bell tower. Everyone in this town knows about it.
But how are you supposed to unlock the path to Anne Orlando? If you don't
If you don't ring the bell.
That's a deep cut.
The two bells, right? It was two for an Orlando, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
The one above and the one below.
Yeah, it was.
And then you got to fight the gargoyle things on the roof.
Oh, God, yeah, that one, yeah.
I don't like him.
Look at that bench, Professor. Wouldn't it be nice to spend the whole day on it, reading in the sunshine?
Honestly, Luke, no. I have.
I burn easily.
As a Luke, adults have got things to do. Luke, we are carrying out an investigation. This is not the time to be lazing about on a bench. Besides, those knights will see us if we get too close.
Yes, we should be on our way.
Okay. Sparkles.
Sparkles. Sparkle.
And I think there's one more, right? Aha!
Aha.
There it is.
Not
When
in the bell
when in
tower.
doubt, look for pointy things, chimneys, things like that.
Like little things.
So, should we talk to Cecil and Petal real quick?
Yeah, I bet they're
or-
going to have a puzzle.
How much time we got? Let's see. Yeah, we can do
Oh,
it.
it's a puzzle.
Of course it is.
Oh, dear.
That's enough already! Why won't you stop crying?
To ever stop.
Won't you ever stop crying? Why are you crying? The witch! The witch is coming!
He's crying because he remembers he has to go back to work on Monday.
Yeah, that's my face on tomorrow evening.
Oh, So you both read the story too, right?
I'm afraid of the witch. Save me, sis.
You wimp! You're a boy, aren't you? It should be the other way around.
Oh, it's Mahiru over here.
Yeah.
You should be the one saving me. You're the one who wants to be a knight.
I can't be a witch. I'm toast.
Will you stop crying? What about me, huh? How do you think I feel?
I'll never be a knight.
Don't worry. You'll just have to be brave. You can still be a knight. And you can look after your sister too. Here, it's just like in this puzzle.
What? It wasn't their puzzle. It was our puzzle the entire.
Yes, we have a little.
You were holding out on me.
Oh no. Cloudy Crossing.
Uh-oh.
20 per carrots.
Use the clouds and build a bridge across to get the princess to the castle. Touch a cloud to move it up or down with your magic spell. Clouds that are raised become sturdy and perfect for crossing, while clouds that are lowered turn into gloomy gray rain clouds, unsuitable for crossing. Be careful. Your magic is a bit off today. As a result, moving any clouds will move its neighboring clouds as well.
Okie dokie. So, okay. Raise all of the clouds. So, what is it? Just literally just swapping them.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, I mean, is it just a case of going like, boop, did boop, did boop? Oh, but then the end ones.
Oh, got him.
Let's see.
Dang it.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely he could just hop at that point.
You would think so. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ta-da!
Oh,
There we go.
ta-da!
I think I've solved it. Boom. Mic drop.
Well done, Luke. I think that was
Correct!
record time.
You did it! The princess is most happy to see you.
See, kids, it's just like that.
Wow, that's amazing. He really made it to the princess.
And then the princess said, I love you like a brother, and I'm really not emotionally available to anyone else right now.
Oh, that's some hard friend zone right there.
At last, the crying stops. You must remember to be brave, even when you feel afraid. Sometimes,
Thanks, Luke.
sometimes, even I feel scared if I'm alone.
Like when I'm in my room and I'm trying to sleep and I bundle the covers up really close and I'm just like, oh, I'm nice and comfy. And then I open my eyes and I see the clown at the bottom of my bed sitting on the chair. And I'm like,
No, it's actually
did
just
he
late.
just turn in? Did he?
That's what's under his hat.
Oh, what, a clown.
It's like it. And he
He's got
takes
a-
the hat off.
He's just got like a little clown under his hat. Oh, that's horrible. I actually genuinely hate that.
We all float down here, Luke.
We all float here. Although that being said,
Well, if it was Pennywise, he'd just be like, Professor Layton, I have a puzzle down here. Luke, let go of me. I have to go to the puzzle.
Professor, you're going to die!
I must go. No.
It's a trap!
It's a jigsaw with 10,000 pieces, Professor. Let me go.
a hitherto unsolved riddle.
yeah,
Oh, Georgie.
What have I got in my pocket?
I do like. That's a pic. I just like the idea of the we'll all float down here, but then he's like, well, you see, that's why I have my hat. Because if I keep it under my hat, it can't float away. Anyway.
I believe that if you're with someone you care about, you can overcome any fear.
No.
Aw.
Like Sarah will have to overcome her fear when we go on the
London Eye. Yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Got it. Thanks. From now on, I'll take care of Petal.
No, I really don't mind one way or the other.
Make up your mind!
But I do wish you stop your crying.
It's hard.
Your little Cecil and Petal bit is very cute. Well done.
It's hard.
Even though she sounds like a little brat.
Yes.
She is a little brat.
She is a bit
brat.
bratty.
Alrighty, let's get the frick out of here.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yahoo!
Oh, wait.
No,
that's
it's
not
no,
the
it's
voice
sorry.
anymore.
Isn't it?
Wowie zowie!
Wowie zowie.
That's the new one.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
I
Okay.
don't like that.
I'm sure it's Wowie Zowie.
I don't
Now that-
like it.
If it is Wowie Zowie, then there is going to be a revolt on the internet. Is all I can
I'm
Thanks,
sure.
I hate
I'm
it.
sure I saw something that was Wowie Zowie. Anyway, I don't know how it sounds because I can't remember. Like,
Awful.
I've watched the trailer for Mario Wonder once and was like, oh, it looks pretty cool. But and then I'm just like, whatever.
Wowie zowie!
Oopsie. Bong.
Oh, that's the hell tower. It looks like the knights have given up searching for us. Oh, thank goodness.
Indeed. Conveniently armored by plot we are, it seems. Yes, it seems you're right, Luke. It seems that the story wants to carry us forward. From the look of things, we should be safe to explore a little more before making our way to the Great Archive. Okie dokie. A destination has been added. But we've got some more.
I think we've got
Should we
some
talk
more puzzles.
Should we talk to the knights then? No.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
No, see, pointy thing.
Oink.
Let's see, another
Random
point.
flag or a sign or something. Oh,
window.
no, a window.
And then, as you said, a flag or a sign. So what about that sign right there? No.
No, barrel.
No.
Shop.
No.
Flower
It's
pot
gonna be around
somewhere.
here somewhere. Oh.
Oh.
Another window.
Oh.
There it is.
Boom.
I want to talk to this guy. I liked your voice for him. It amused me.
Ah, it's you two. You were causing quite a bit of commotion earlier.
We weren't causing a commotion.
Guards! Oh, guards!
Bugger.
The storyteller's story is always right. And I cannot abide anyone saying otherwise.
Then you believe that a witch will appear and commit some foul crimes.
And commit foul.
I thought it was commit foul sometimes, and it's like, wait a minute, Pete, read the script.
Read the cards, Pete.
Of course I do. The storyteller decides everything that happens in this town, whether folk meet with good fortune or ill. All that comes to pass is already decided by the storyteller. Whoever the victims are, they're probably up to no good on a regular basis like you two.
Whoever the
Wait a
victims are,
minute,
they're
I
probably
recognize you.
I spend every day as an upstanding citizen, so even if a witch does appear, I have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Uh-huh.
Nothing to worry about.
Professor, I think he's lost it.
Do you think we need to call somebody?
I think
Should
you
we-
might need help.
Sir, do you require medical attention?
It's no use pretending I am afraid of the witch! Ah, it's over for me!
Maybe you ought to go home as soon as you can.
I really love that animation. It's ridiculous, but I love it. Did
It's Conehead Man.
Did you two see the latest story? When you say latest, am I to assume that these parades are held on a regular basis? You mean you don't know that? People these days, no one knows a thing. Never mind, I am a forgiving sort. I suppose I should fill the gaps in your knowledge.
When did Byakuya become a character in this story?
It's not quite
Hey, well, I was thinking.
No, I'm not saying your voice is Byakuya. I'm just
No,
saying
his,
his temperament is like
yeah.
Byakuya.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a bit of Astarian slipping in there a little.
Well, it's that.
Only fact.
It's that sort of snooty voice.
That's not very polite.
Astarian's a bit more flamboyant.
Yes. Oh, darling. Yeah.
Disillusion plays Baldur's Gate 3 when?
Shut up,
Not
Taylor.
really.
We will be dead before we finish that game.
The storyteller appears in a parade before the common people whenever he writes a new story. It would be no overstatement to say that I spend every waking day looking forward to the stories that he provides.
So you look forward to stories in which witches burn people?
What? What are you saying? That only happens to be the story this time. Usually, the storyteller writes the most wonderful...
The glass shards! They're in my eyes!
Usually, the storyteller... Will you shut up?
The
Will you shut up back there?
Will you perish more quietly?
Honestly, man! Some people are trying to speak to the protagonists.
The what?
Usually, the storyteller writes the most wonderful stories. That's why I thought he would give us a wonderful chapter today, too. Instead, I found myself caught up in the crowd. My glasses were broken, and I was bitten by a dog.
Oh dear.
Don't feel down. Every cloud has a silver lining, so they say. Don't feel down! God! Be quiet, I say! Don't feel down!
The shards in my
I
beard!
swear!
Oh, it hurts when I tug on them!
I swear on the storyteller, if you don't stop this insolence, I will have you reported to the guards!
No!
I will report you for being a witch, man! Don't feel down, you say? Do I look like I'm feeling down? Bah! No way am I feeling down. If my unhappiness is recorded in the storyteller's pages, then so be it. Oh, so sorrow. A part of me is such sweet sorrow. What?
Is everyone a bit of a Fruit Loop here?
It's like, what?
What?
It seems that not all stories are born equal.
Why do I feel that a person's character might have something to do with it?
All right, he's a bit of a flippin' weirdo.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
No. Yeah.
Oh, they flew away.
And
Why
she,
did you chase off the bird?
but she doesn't seem to care. She's
No.
just. I'll just
They were
continue
my
dry
only
humping the air.
I can't move.
Alrighty, to the Great Archive. Why did it go back here? Excuse me. Alrighty.
Do you mind?
Did it say a huge building in the shape of a book, did it say?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
That wasn't me. It was Here We Are, It's the Great Archive or something like that.
Here we are. This is the Great Archive. Wow. It looks impressive even from a distance. But now we're up here close. It's huge. Just...
Now we're up here close. It's
Did
now,
I-
now we're here up close.
Oh, for God's sake.
You did a Hell's Bells.
Oh, Professor, you've scrambled my brain with all these puzzles. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Oh, now, Luke, come on. A true gentleman can always keep his cool.
Just...
God.
Just looking up at it makes my neck ache.
That's what your mom said when I had her last night. Oh!
Professor, that's just rude.
Here it comes. Taylor can't look
What
at
is
certain
your
words.
devilish mind thinking now, young
can't,
man?
He can't look at certain words. It must have taken
I
It must
see.
have taken considerable time and manpower to erect. There you go.
I see.
It must have taken considerable time and manpower to erect a building of this size.
Yes, it did. This building has become something of a symbol for the town. Huh? Hey, look at that roof over there?
Oh, it's a bit broke.
Oh dear.
It looks like it suffered considerable fire damage at some point. Was there a major fire or something?
It would imply that,
Must
wouldn't
have-
it?
The sparks of marital discord must have flown.
That was...
Okay.
I've been listening
I've been
for a
li-
while. Who's this gonna be?
It must see you two really are strange. Is this Petter?
Oh. Oh, it
Oh,
is.
oh, it
Oh,
is.
wow.
What the hell? How did you? Okay, that was what?
What?
That was impressive, Taylor. That you managed to get that it was Petter.
I've
Yeah.
been watching you two for quite a while now, and I must say, you two are quite strange.
Oh, it's you.
It's not like,
nice
oh,
to
it's
see
you.
you
but
as well,
that's
Turnip.
like Luke's face. He's obviously surprised. He was like, "Oh, it's you." It's like proper dejected.
All right. Oh, it's you.
That's how Pete, like, you know, when we see each other, it's like, oh,
Here
it's
we
you.
go again. It's like, just gonna throw me under the bus again, are you? I see how it is. I see how it is.
That roof has been like that for some time. It's certainly nothing new.
Really?
If it's all right with you, could you tell us a little about it? Although perhaps after giving us a moment to save the game.
You two never cease to amaze me with your incredible lack of knowledge.
Well, you know, it's never too late to learn.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to tell you. That damage is from the legendary fire.
Did you hear something just now? I swear I could swear I heard some strange noise, an ominous sound. Of
Somebody
some kind.
just.
Yeah, you get used to that. It's what they call ambience.
ambiance.
Ambiance. Somebody
Is that
just resurrected at a bonfire.
The legendary fire.
Yes. Long, long ago, there was a huge fire that engulfed almost this entire town. The damage there occurred at that time. You can see other traces of the fire around the town too, here and there.
The entire town was engulfed in a huge fire?
Yeah, problem was this crazy bloke lit some firecrackers and there was some drawed hay and it just kind of all got out of hand. All the townsfolk know about it. You're probably the only ones that don't.
Thank you for filling us in. That certainly cleared up a few things. That's certainly cleared up a few things.
No problem. It so happens I had nothing better to do. It wasn't such a bad way to kill time. Anyway, I'll see you around.
Well,
Oh,
wasn't he?
by the way, God!
Well, wasn't he a lovely chap?
To think that even a building of this size could be affected by fire.
Well, it's still made out of wood, regardless of the size, Luke.
The whole building.
Yeah.
It's just a stage.
The fire that spread through the town really must have been legendary.
You're certainly right about that, Luke. Espella, is something the matter?
Oh, no, nothing at all.
Really? You seem to have. Yeah, that seems to be the royal nothing. I know that look at all. When our dear Sarah says no, there's nothing wrong, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute.
It's just like the screaming and the fire and everything that she hears inside of her head.
Shall we make our way inside?
Luke's like, whoa now. Usually I like to go for dinner first. A new destination has been added to the map.
Oh,
but has it been added to the map?
Yeah, so we are going to have to find out next time because we've run out of time. Well,
Yeah,
we're over time.
Again, that's the thing about this game. It doesn't offer us an opportunity to save mid-dialogue.
well, you
So
get a little bit of extra stupidness from
you
us,
get
I
it.
guess.
Yes, you get slightly longer episodes. And yet, like, no, we can't just save state. Because
We're not doing that.
Because if the emulator updates, then the save states
Let's
like
not go
less.
there again.
And we're not doing that stuff.
But anyway, yes, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a little old like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday.
And with that, We'll catch you in the next one.
See you later, guys.
And remember, don't tug on your beard that hard in real life because you're likely going to cause a bunch of follicle damage, in addition to making everyone around you exclude you from any social activities.